Right, we should be back now. Apologies for that we didn't see anyone else put a time in. Very sorry about that one. Hopefully this doesn't happen again. So we'll just run you through the 12 drivers that have already set a time. It's Iceboy that tops the times at the moment. With Verizon 40 in P2, then comes Dave, Blazer Guns, Grunty, then comes the other Aston Martin of Crazy Fish, who's currently P6. Then we have Invade, Cornish, Shane, Nifty Nazari, Jengus Logan, One Shot, and Matty. One Shot just put in a time there. It was at 28.7. I believe Locke has a qualifying ban tonight, and Breezy is on his outlap, I believe. And I can now say we are joined by. Are we not joined by you?
There we are.
There we are. Right, we are joined by the one and only Mr. Wee Biscuits. How are we?
I'd be a lot better if I was in the game, to be honest, mate.
Oh, of course it would be. Right, view profile. There's your invite.
Thank you.
This is your first time in the party since having your promotion to Vice Head of Comms.
Is it?
It is actually, yeah.
Ah,
So,
lovely.
congratulations again on your new role. I know it was quite a while ago, but for everyone
Yeah.
listening in. So we've got Breezy on a lap at the moment coming through sector. This is sector 2 still? Yes, it is still sector 2. We'll just get the new stream up on my phone and we should be good to go. Oh, it's just the same one, that's fine. Breezy with the penultimate corner left on his lap, opened up the DRS, which is about 207 mile an hour into the hairpin, extending the track as much as possible on the exit. What a beautiful corner. He took that to the line now for Breezy, 7272. It's enough for P9 with a 28 flat. Have you managed to get into the game?
I have, and I'm watching Nifty Nazari on a very quick lap here.
We'll jump on board with him then, if I can find what he used to drive for Mercedes, so I was looking for the Mercedes logo on the side, but now he is driving for McLaren. And we know that McLaren is quick around tracks with a lot of corners, high speed corners. It's enough for P4, currently with a 27.4. Rory, I hate to be a pain, but
I'm
I
on
might
it.
need you. Yep, thank you very
Oh, wait.
much. You'll have to
Wait.
leave the game and then,
I need this EA. I need to leave the game.
yeah, to add on.
I'm doing it.
I think Days has hacked Crayon Flower's Twitch profile because he's saying Nifty Nazari to Division 1.
Would not be surprised. It is always wanting someone to a different division.
I believe this is shot quali, if I'm not mistaken.
There's only 15 drivers, so yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Matty's on a lap currently through Sector 1.
So add this EA name then.
Oh, rides over the curb, taking as much as possible, gets a tow from the Aston Martin. Of, I believe that was Blazer Gun, was it? No, it was Crazy Fish actually. We'll jump back on board with the Haas. Well, we'll ride off board actually and get this broadcast camera used a little bit more. So he navigates his way through that very tricky chicane to get right actually, so he does that nicely. Opening up the DRS on the back straight. Into sort of heavy to medium braking. Takes that very nicely. Oh, as he hits the wall on the exit, or going around the left-hander, which is quite an odd place to collect the wall. There's a bit of debris on the track as well. Not too sure who that's from, but Matty has to come into the pit lane because, well, his front wing definitely took a big shunt against the wall.
Could you invite back to the lobby, please, Aaron? That would be lovely.
Yes, I can. You should be able to join off of my account, but I'll give you an invite anyway.
Much appreciated.
P2 with an illness. Yeah, um, well, first of all, hope you feel better soon, Horizon, and second of all, very good lap. Still got to find 2 and a bit tenths if you want to have a chance of pole position, but I'm sure you'll find that. Crazy Fish on a lap at the moment, been very consistent recently in Division 2. It feels like every single week I've been speaking to him at the end of the stream in the podium party, always leaving no margin for error as he navigates his way through Sector 2. This is looking like a really good lap for the Aston Martin at the moment. Opens up the DRS. Well, he's keeping it very nice as Crazy Fish. This could be a perfect lap. As we have around about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in qualifying. Crazy Fish winds his way through the hairpin and onto the straight for the final time, I believe. What's it going to be for Crazy Fish as he crosses the line now? It's enough for P4 with a 27.4. We have RSF1 Cornish on a lap, aka the Sexy Unicorn, aka whatever other costume he has been in for driver draws, but tonight he is, well, every night he drives in the McLaren. We will see how he does. He has Nifty Nazari as a teammate tonight, replacing the one and only Hush. So we'll see how this pairing gets along tonight. As Shane has retired in the pit lane, it looks like. Round the final corner for Cornish now. To the line for the McLaren. It's going to be for Cornish. Enough for P7 with a 27.5.
I want to see Nifty Nazari's lap here. I think it'd be a good lap.
Try and find someone that's currently on a lap. It's Blazer Guns. He is just under 2 tenths up, going through Sector 2 at the moment. Seems to be in a purple Sector 2 for the Aston Martin. As he has one more corner to tackle on this circuit, the infamous turn number 27. That's his teammate Crazy Fish letting him past. To the line now for Blazer Guns on his last lap in qualifying. Puts him P2 with a 27.1. So fantastic stuff for Blazer Guns. He should be happy
Nifty
with that
Nazari.
one.
He's flying, Nifty Nazari is.
We'll jump on board with Nifty Nazari. He's 6,000 up. He's got all of it to make up in the final sector. He's found about half a tenth. Sorry, half a tenth.
So close to the wall there.
Yeah, half a tenth. Half a tenth through Sector 2. One more corner to navigate.
He was so close to the wall there.
He's really leaving no margin for error. Runs a little bit wider than he might have wanted to. Hopefully that doesn't cost him too much time. What can he do? His teammate went P8. He stays P7. So it's 7th and 8th at best for the McLarens. Genghis Logan is on a lap, I believe.
So is Ice Boy Fox.
Jump aboard
They're
quickly
on
with
their
Ice
final
Boy.
lap.
He's 3 tenths up. So this should
Surely
be
it's
a
pole position.
sensational time for Ice Boy. You expect him to go faster. He does.
Oh
26.6 is
wow.
the benchmark for all these drivers to beat. But there's drivers going fast behind
Got
him. I think
Dave.
one of which is Dave. Around the final corner now for Dave. Currently sitting
Took it very
P5.
nicely.
Can he get himself onto the front row? Yes,
You
he
can.
can with a
Good lap.
26.7. Fantastic stuff for the Alpine driver. Cengiz Logan went P6 with a 27.3. Cornish is down on his time. And I think that is it for qualifying. So it sees Ice Boy Fox taking pole position from Dave, Laser Guns, Grunty. Then comes Verizon 40, Cengiz Logan, Crazy Fish. Then we have the two McLarens of Nifty Nazare and Cornish. Then comes Invade, Breezy, Shane, One Shot, Matty and Locker. Oh, what a qualifying that was.
Yeah, it was very good. For the 2 minutes that I was there for.
Well, it certainly was the best 2 minutes of the session. So now we have 25 laps ahead of us tonight around Jeddah. Hoping for a good race as always. So it's Ace Boy Fox that took pole position by 0.137 tenths. Well, seconds that should be. 0.137 seconds from Dave. Blazer Guns and Grunty share the second row from Verizon 40 and Cengiz Logan. Then it comes Crazy Fish and Nifty Nazare just behind Nifty Nazare. He's got his teammate, which he should be pretty happy about, in Cornish. Then comes Invade, Breezy, Shane, One Shot, Matty and Locker share the final row of the grid. So that will do us for qualifying, and we shall get ready for the 25 laps ahead of us. I've got to ask though, Rory, as a man that I know loves this circuit, where do you think is the most crucial places to be overtaken around here?
Um, turn one, obviously. Um, probably the main one, especially on the first lap when the run down at turn one will be Carnage. I think the final turn 27, is another good spot. But the end of sector one into that really fast banked corner, if you see someone running a little bit wide on that exit curb, they'll be so vulnerable, and you can maybe see a move round the outside or down the inside there. Probably the three main overtaking spots around this track, to be honest.
Absolutely, we've seen in real life F1, Lance Stroll, surprisingly, went around the outside of Carlos Sainz. I don't know how he managed to keep it around the outside without binning it, but one of
Tiniest
the
bit of
only
competence.
one of the only few praises I will ever give Lance Stroll. It was a
Yeah,
phenomenal
but then
move around the outside, but then I think he actually retired anyway. So typical
shock horror.
Stroll. Typical Stroll. Um, but yeah, as we wait, we've got the Qatar Grand Prix returning this weekend. I don't think I really need to ask you, Rory, who you think's going to win it, but I'll ask you anyway just to fill the time as we wait for the formation lap.
And when what do you mean? Because one, I think, well, to be honest, win everything. One man's winning the championship, the sprint race, qualifying, and the race. So I don't even have to say who that is. It's Sergio Perez.
Sergio Perez, right, yo,
Yep,
and I think Nicholas Latifi will win the championship. So
Sergio Perez is
all
the GOAT.
all is to be played for. But nah,
He's the
I
GOAT.
think I think it's Max Verstappen. All he has to do is get a podium on the Saturday,
Yep,
and he is
in the sprint
guaranteed the
race,
championship.
which is quite impressive.
Yeah, you've definitely got to commend his efforts this season. Although a lot
Yeah,
of us have found it really boring, you've just got to respect the fact that how good he is.
the car and the driver, just
Yep,
unbeatable.
absolutely. We shouldn't be too long away from the start of this race. And we are ready for the formation lap. Rory, if you'd like to take us through the grid, starting from the back.
So quite a small grid, only 15 drivers today. So we've got Locker, P15, we've got Mate in P14 in the Haas, One Shot, and AlphaTauri who is in 13th. P12 belongs to Shane, and P10 belongs to Breezy of the Ferrari. Your top 10 now, Invade is in P10, followed by the two McLarens of Cornish and Nasri in 9th and 8th. You've got Crazy Fish, I think he was our winner last time, in
I
7th.
believe
Genghis,
so.
Genghis Logan in the Alfa Romeo takes 6th position. Verizon Forte takes 5th position in the Red Bull. And the Ferrari of Grunty is in P4. You got Blazer Guns, P3. You got Dave in the Alpine, a very respectable P2. And obviously Ice Boy Fox is your pole position driver.
Thank you very much for that, and it should be quite an interesting battle throughout the race, up and down the grid. As you said, we only have 15 drivers on the grid tonight, which I don't
And
know
with the
whether
show
that's
tyres.
a positive or a negative. Indeed, I shall. Don't know whether that's a positive or a negative that we've only got 15. It should hopefully mean less carnage, but
It's Division 2, mate.
yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I'll be
Divisions.
surprised if we have more than 5 finishers.
More than 5 finishers.
Yep.
Oh dearie me. Um, Hopefully not, but we shall wait and see. Quite interesting. One Shot and Locker have opted to start on the hard tyres in P13 and P15. They'll be going long into the race. Iceboy Fox, our pole position man, starting on the softs, and only four
Very,
positions behind him.
very
Verizon on the
bold.
softs as well. Absolutely.
I don't think the softs will do that long. Probably you're looking to about lap 8 or 9 for the soft
Yeah.
compounds.
Mhm.
Just due to the nature of the how hot it is in Saudi Arabia and how humid it is at
Absolutely.
Jeddah. As you've got Blazer Guns who just binned it in the wall there. But
Nice one.
if you're taking the fact that Saudi is a track where you need the grip through the corners and it's pretty damn hot there and humid, your tyres are going to wear out extremely fast. So
Absolutely.
starting on the hards is probably not a bad idea. It means you'll be quicker if there's a later safety car.
Well, we shall see. Yeah, absolutely. He's going to have the grip off the start, as you said. But when it comes to like later in the race, he's going to be struggling for that grip, and that's when the medium tyres are going to be the preferred tyre. But every car has lined up on the grid now, and we are getting ready for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix in Division 2 in RSF1. And it is foot to the floor, and we are racing in
What a start from
Saudi
Dave!
Arabia. And it is Dave that gets the jump on Ice Boy into turn one. I've got a terrible camera angle. He's going to go round the outside. Ice Boy's not going to give this up though. They're going to go side by side. Blazer Guns has a front row seat to this battle. But it's Dave that takes the lead as they head up towards turn number 3. It's Dave that leads from Ice Boy, Fox, Blazer Guns, Verizon. 40 made up a position on Grunty at the start. Jenga Logan finds himself in P6. Then comes Crazy Fish, the two McLarens. We have Breezy and Invade. Locking out the fight, having a battle for the final podium put the points position as Dave is losing a lot of positions. I think he's lost a bit of his front wing, which is unfortunate.
He had
Doesn't
a
look like he's
massive
got any
moment on that
damage.
exit curve. That exit curve sent him.
Yeah, the exit curve that locks you onto the outside line and it launches you off really.
Lockers all
Um,
over One Shot.
that brings Blazer Guns up
Whoa!
to.
Big
Oh, it's
contact
a big
there.
contact. I think that's Invade around. Yes, it is.
That was
That is
brilliant
massive,
reactions there.
massive contact.
Reaction from Locker was unbelievable that I actually clipped it myself.
So it's Blazer Guns that now is in P2. Verizon 40's up into the podiums. These two soft tyre runners are going to want to try and make a race of their own for now. Grunty hanging on to the back of Verizon 40 as we speak as well. head down to finish the first lap of 25. Can we see a move from Blazer Guns in towards turn 1? No, he's going to stay behind for now. Well, we've got Matty and Locker having a battle towards the back. I think Matty moved ahead of Locker as they headed in towards turn 1. But we'll jump back to the front of the field as we had Invade and Shane both pitting, I think, after first lap damage.
Bryson is all over the back of Blazer Guns. Obviously, he started on the soft covered tyres, so you expect him to be faster than the
As
medium runners.
Make their way up towards turn 11, I believe this is. A very tricky corner to get right as Blazer Guns hits the wall. Just as I say that, it's such a tricky corner to get right. Verizon 40 goes through. Can he lose a position to Grunty though? Grunty's certainly going to be liking the look of that move, knowing that Blazer Guns is struggling a little bit, it seems, in these early stages.
We got Blazer Guns attacking Verizon back. Is he going to go down the inside? He decides not to and waits for the back straight. Smart from the driver, but obviously he won't have DRS, so he probably should have made the move there, but
we can see
what
Blazer
goes
Guns
on.
coming back in towards turn 1. He's going to have the DRS. He's going to pull to either the left or the right. He's going to pull to the left as he goes down the inside in towards turn 1. Makes the move on Verizon 40, or maybe not. Verizon 40 definitely going to try and fight this one back as they exit the chicane. It's Blazer Guns that does get ahead in the end. As Ice Boy's out!
He's crashed!
Ice Boy's bender!
Oh, he spun!
Wait, we'll try and get an on board with Matty. No, he's in the wall. It's the same sort of incident as last night. I'm not too sure who it was, but
we don't have a safety car for some
yeah,
reason. So
it's quite a strange one. Anyway,
just check.
Blazer Guns now inherits the lead of the race. Grunty's all over the back of Verizon as well. Grunty making a little bit of a connection with the wall. He's going to have Dave closing into the back of him as well. Genghis Logan is a little bit further back on them. He'll be wanting to make up some positions.
Can you check the lobby settings just to make sure that there is a thing? Because I can't check the lobby settings.
Would it be in rules and flags?
It will be,
Safety
yeah.
car is on reduce, so it's...
Whoa, he got Blazer Guns.
Oh, Blazer Guns, I just seen a Aston Martin facing the wrong way. It's Blazer Guns. He's faced the wrong way without a front wing. He's going to be coming into the pit lane for an early stop in this race. It seems like it's a P1 curse at the moment. If you're in P1, you're more likely to have an incident. Hopefully not, but Verizon 40 now leads this race. He's on the softs. He'll be wanting to try and break away from Grunty as much as possible, but he's sticking with him as Grunty, which is a good sign for the Ferrari team. As they rattle their way through turn 9, Dave's closed into the back of this battle as well. He's only 3/10 off of Grunty. Genghis Logan has backed out of DRS from Dave, which is not going to help him in his pursuit, but Crazy Fish is sort of hanging in there with Genghis Logan as well.
He's all over the back of Verizon 40 here. Could we see that overtake? I don't think we will. It's a bit stupid to make a move there. He'll try and make it on the back straight going into turn 27.
Could certainly see a move from Grunty here.
Grunty should easily get the position.
Breezes past the Red Bull. Will maybe Dave look for a move as well? No, he doesn't. He plays it wise and stays behind, but he's going to have a fantastic run on Verizon. Maybe he has a little bit of a slide out of the corner, but he's going to manage to stick with Verizon as they head down towards turn 1. For the back, Cornish is close to the back. He was a bit closer before. No, actually, I was on board with the wrong person there. Apologies. Yeah, Cornish 4/10 behind Crazy Fish at the moment. That's the battle for P5. We've got a battle for P1
Whoa.
on our hands at the moment.
Corners almost lost it there.
Oh, as Dave gets very out of shape on the exit of the S's, I'd call them.
That's a good save from Dave. Might be thinking that the medium tyres might not be working for the Alpine driver just now.
Dave, notice that Grunty managed to oh no, Grunty did get ahead of Verizon 40. It was at turn 27, I believe, or just before it. But Grunty inherits the lead of the race. This is going to be quite a good strategy call, I think, from Grunty. He's going to try and make Verizon 40 work up his tyres to a point where they're not usable anymore. You have to think, has Verizon pulled not the right strategy at the moment? I think Verizon will definitely be hoping for a safety car at the moment. Can he get back ahead of his rival of this race at the moment in Grunty?
Matty and Nifty Nazare are so close to each other.
They're going to go side by side down towards turn 1. Matty gets ahead of Nifty Nazare for P8. He'll be in pursuit of Breezy, who is currently 3 seconds up the road. So Matty will have to get his head down and go on the attack. We've got Crazy Fish all over the back of Jenga's Logan at the moment. This is the battle for P4.
Dave is very close to Verizon 40 as well.
He certainly is on this lap. We might even see a move around the outside of turn 9. We don't, but you can see that Dave's got a bit more grip,
What a
definitely,
big moment there.
than Verizon. Our Verizon's tyres already wearing out as we have a retirement from Invade,
pit
I
lane.
believe.
He retired in the pits lane.
So Dave is going
There
to
goes Dave.
breeze past Verizon 40 even before they get to the chicane.
Wonder if them softs are starting to wear off now, but he's going to come back at Dave.
He
If
certainly
he can
is.
get a DRS, but look at
Verizon,
Dave's straight line speeds.
Yeah, he's getting a fantastic slipstream from Grunty in front as well. You can think that Dave
He's
may even go for the move into turn. Oh, as we have Verizon looking up the inside of Dave, he manages to stay in front, does the Alpine. That could have ended very badly for both drivers. As Verizon 40 is into the pit lane, as I said, he's not liking those soft tyres. Dave
There
moves
goes
into
Dave.
P1.
Crazy Fish and Jengus Logan as well. They're going for it in the background.
They certainly are.
We've got one shot and Locker. Going side by side in turn 1. Locker tries to tag it around the inside, but one shot gets the move done.
We'll see how Grunty stays on the back of Dave at the moment, as they wrap their way around the bank to turn 9. Up towards 11 and 12, I believe this is. Then we've just got a bunch of corners here that aren't really corners, but F1 make a corner, Fantastic helicopter cam we've got as they make their way through sector 2. Could we see a move from Grunty? No, he stays behind for now, but he knows he's going to get DRS as they head up towards the final corner. Opens up the DRS for the Ferrari. We should see him breeze past the Alpine at the moment. Alpine's going to make it difficult for him. The Alpine certainly is making it difficult for him. Dave with a fantastic piece of defence on Grunty. Fantastic stuff from Dave, but he could be vulnerable down this straight. Seems like he's using the battery. Yeah, he is.
Straight line speed is unbelievable.
You can tell that Dave's using his battery though. He's on 44% at the moment. Grunty is on 84, so the favour is in Grunty's hands if he can stay behind Dave and just let him tow him on a little bit, I think.
Locker getting back ahead of one shot.
Dave noticed that Blazer Guns had picked up a penalty. I think that might be a 5 second. I'm not too sure. No, it's a three
It's a
second
three
actually.
second. It just shows that he's on the soft compound tyres, and both soft compound runners have DNF'd.
Could it be the soft compound curse? Hopefully not. Anyway, Dave managing the pace very well.
Crazy
I think
Fish and
quite
Genghis Logan, they're very close with each other here.
absolutely. Genghis Logan could be making a move into the final corner on Crazy Fish. How will Crazy Fish go about this? He's going to set himself up to defend on the inside line.
Good defence. Goes a bit deep though, so it looks like Genghis Logan. Oh, big moment for Genghis
Snap from
Logan there.
Genghis Logan there.
He's going to go into the pit lane. I think he might have damage from that.
Genghis Logan is into the pit lane. That gives Crazy Fish a bit of breathing room to Breezy behind.
Now
We'll
the
move
field
back
is
to
pretty
the
spread out now.
Move back to the front two, who are currently separated by 5 tenths.
Dave goes very wide there. He looks like he's struggling on these tyres now.
He certainly
Looks like
does.
Looks like he's pushed them too hard.
And he's having to use all his ERS to try and stay ahead of Grunty. It certainly.
Grunty's.
What?
And you go.
I was just gonna say that it certainly seems that Grunty's running a much lower downforce than Dave, because he's able to stick with him through these corners.
Seems
You
as
just see how
Grunty
much
saved
time
his
he
tyres.
gains.
He's saved his tyres perfectly well.
Absolutely, it could see him having a run on Dave by the time they get to the final corner. Maybe even now. He stays behind for now as they head through the final chicane and under the I think that's a bridge that goes over that part of the track. But we could see a move from Grunty as they head up towards 27. He's going to go to the inside. He's going to be committed to it. Dave blocks him off and keeps the lead. That was a fantastic bit of driving from those two. But you got to think that Grunty's going to have his greatest chance at getting past Dave now. Has the slipstream, has the DRS. Moves to the
Flies
outside.
past him.
There's no defence from Dave on that case. Grunty back into the lead. But Dave is going to now be the one to follow the leader.
But Shane about to be lapped by Crazy Fish here. Dave is sticking with Grunty through these corners.
Oh, as Dave
Goes
runs
wide
very
though.
wide.
Extremely wide there.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's a track limits warning for the Alpine.
It looks like he's struggling on these mediums.
It does. I think these tyres wear out very quickly around here, that's the thing.
He's in braking, he just looks so unsteady. His tyres are not enjoying life right now. This is the closest battle we've got. As Grunty misses the apex there and loses a bunch of time, and Dave is going to be all over the back of Grunty here. He's going to have the DRS open. Is he going to dive to the outside? Is he going to dive to the outside? Or will he wait?
He's going
to go to the outside. Can Dave get it
Can
under
Grunty
braking?
put up any defence? Grunty puts up a fantastic piece of defending on the inside.
Switcheroo though. Anyway, coming down to start lap 11 out of 25. Dave's going to have the DRS. Grunty's using his ERS to stay ahead of Dave. Dave's not going to make the move. We've got Locker and Verizon 40 going side by side into turn 27.
Verizon 40 is going to have the run on Locker as they head down towards turn 1. A fantastic exit for the Red Bull, who's been up at the front for most of this race, but he's going to try and fight his way down the inside on
Dive
Locker.
down the inside. Nice
Locker doesn't really
clean
put
move
up a
done there.
fight there. Genghis Logan gets past, and Nifty Nazar, who's coming into the pit lane. We've got Matty, who's found the wall at the exact same place as Iceboy Fox.
Surely that's a safety car.
Still no safety car, surprisingly.
Is safety cars even on, Aaron?
Safety cars are on reduced, I've checked.
That's an odd one. Anyway, we're going to go back to this battle with Dave and Grunty. Dave is managing to stick with Grunty through all the corners. Looks like these two are pretty much even on pace. Anyway, here he goes with the DRS. Grunty not using any of his ERS. He's going to let Dave pass, I think. Here comes Dave, not using any of his ERS either. To the inside goes the Alpine driver and he dives down the inside. Grunty makes no defence. Here he comes again, Grunty though. He's going to have the DRS and the ERS. Dave goes into the pit lane there. So that's robbed us out of a nice battle there.
So Dave, I assume, going for the undercut. 5-second penalty though for speeding in the pit lane. That's not going to help him.
It's not, no. We do know that the undercut around Saudi Arabia is very powerful, but we also know it is extremely difficult to get them tyres warmed up on your out lap, just due to the nature of how twisty and turny it is.
I'm going to leave you in charge of a battle at the moment as I go and grab my charger. We've got Jengus Logan and One Shot going side by side, so keep us entertained with that one, Rory, as I go and grab my charger.
Well, there's not much really happening, to be honest. Seems like that battle was pretty much done. Genghis Logan got the move nice and easy there. And he's now going to set off for Locker in front, for Dave in front, sorry. But we know Dave has been fighting for the lead. And it's a shame that Aaron isn't here because we've got Dave all over the back of Locker. So we can't see this battle here. Yeah, Dave is all over the back of Locker here. I can't show you it, but I can tell you about it. Locker is not letting him pass just yet. As Dave goes very wide. Dave is enabling his ERS and his DRS to get past, and he's going to breeze past the Williams driver. No defence from Locker there whatsoever. That's a nice easy move for Dave. Got One Shot absolutely clear. We've got Genghis looking absolutely clear of One Shot there. So not much is really happening that I can show you. Got Locker smacking the wall there, but you won't have seen that.
Apologies for that, I am back. Just putting my phone on charge so that I can keep the chat up on my phone.
Oh, Dave's left the session.
Oh dear. We'll try and get him back in. That's going to give Locker a fantastic chance to get past him.
Yeah, well, yeah. I've given Dave 3 invitations.
Yeah, he's very slow through sector 1 at the moment. Locker's going to probably take advantage of this,
This is really going to hurt Dave.
as he literally goes to the inside of Dave. Locker moves himself up into the top 5 for the first time in this race.
Well, we've got Cornish who was all over the place there. Pretty much full lock the other way.
Dave
Is
has
Grunty
joined
going to
back,
dive in?
thankfully.
Surely Grunty should dive into the pits here, because Dave has not been ghosted. Chooses not to though.
He has stayed out the extra laps. Could this come back to bite him though?
Dave still isn't in his seat yet, and he's got Genghis Logan all over the back of him. When can Dave join back in?
Crazy Fish has a Crazy Fish. Grunty has a fantastic gap behind as well.
Look at that, he just breezes past. Dave can't get back in his car for some reason.
Not too sure what is going on there. Not sure if he's taken control of the car yet though.
Doesn't look it. He hasn't. No, he hasn't.
Cornish gets past Locker, who's come into the pit lane. Lasergun's running a very lonely P11 at
Dave
the
has
moment.
control of his car now.
Give Laserguns a little bit of screen time, of sympathy that he's running down in 11th. Hopefully there's a safety car that can get him back into this race. Same with Shane, who's running a bit of his own race at the moment, just trying to survive the streets of Saudi Arabia. But we have Grunty, who continues to lead out in front by almost 6 seconds now.
You'd like to think Grunty's going to have to box now. This is
You
the
really do.
best chance he's got. He has to box this lap. He will keep the lead, I think, if he boxes this lap. But he doesn't.
No, he will. He'll. Verizon 40, I think, will inherit the lead once he decides to pit.
We've got Dave all over Genghis Logan here. So it's going to be a nice, interesting battle. Is Dave going to go to the outside or the inside? He decides to back off and get DRS down the main straight. Genghis Logan is extremely slow. He must have to come. He's not coming into the pits though, because he's on brand new hards. He's not putting up the defence, and Dave is going to breeze past the Alfa Romeo driver.
Petronas has said Grunty might be trying to stretch for the mediums to the softs, which
Mediums to soft.
could
That's just going
work.
to that is just going to invite Dave to get closer though.
It is. We've seen that the softs haven't worked throughout this race.
Yeah, the softs haven't worked at all.
Oh, as Dave goes very wide, picks up his second penalty of the race. This time it's a 3 second. That'll put him on 8 for the total today.
Look at this between Breezy and Verizon 40. Extremely close to each other
Well, they
there.
are very close actually at the moment.
Big wobble on the exit there for Breezy. And you'd like to think that Verizon 40 is going to get back, but he can. He's just got no straight line speed at all. But with the DRS, we know on that Red Bull in real life and in the game is very powerful. Side by side, that was almost close to contact there.
Very good racing from the two of them. Will Breezy have a response as they head up towards the final corner? It certainly seems like it. Breezy to the outside. Makes the move into the braking zone of turn 27 for car number 72.
Verizon 40 is going to get the DRS again though. It looks like he's going to get a pretty easy move down into turn 1. Yeah, not even before turn 1. Before turn 1. Nice easy move there for Verizon 40. I'm surprised Grunty is still out though. It would be a masterclass for him to extend them softs. It might extend to lap 20 and do 5 laps on the softs, which isn't at all out the window.
Oh, as Verizon goes very deep into the long right-hander, that costs him a position to Breezy again.
So Dave's just coming to the bank section, and Grunty is almost he's near the end of the DRS straight. So will that be enough? With Dave ever rapidly catching on them hard compounded tyres. But
Certainly
he
seems
does
like Dave
have
has played the right strategy.
but Dave has how much time seconds of penalties does he have? He's got 8
He's got
seconds worth
8
of time
seconds
penalties.
actually, I've just forgotten that actually. So Verizon 40 is the favourite at the moment, it would seem. But you've got to think, has he got to pit again? He's got to do another 10 laps on those
Here he
tyres
comes
if
on
he wants to
Breezy
get to
though,
the end.
especially in a battle as well with a very fast Ferrari.
Crazy Fish
Grunty's
moves into the lead.
Grunty's
Oh, there's
boxed.
contact! There's contact
Grunty's
between
got on.
Breezy and Verizon as they head towards the pit lane.
Grunty has boxed for the softs this lap, and Dave jumps him. Dave gets the jump.
Seems like Genghis Logan's going to get the jump as well, and he does.
I think that was the
Actually,
wrong
Genghis
call
Logan
from
doesn't
Grunty.
get the call. Genghis Logan
I
stays
think
P5.
I think that's a bad call from Grunty there. What 7 laps on these soft compounded tyres, and he needs pretty much 14 seconds to the lead, with
It's going
Dave
to be a
fighting
lot
for
to
second
ask.
place.
Anyway, we've got Dave, who's very close to the back of Verizon at the moment.
If these two battle, that will allow Grunty to catch up.
Certainly will.
With Dave's straight line speed, you would expect him to get past pretty easily on Verizon 40. DRS enabled a lovely off-board shot here. You can see how much that Alpine's closing on. He's gaining, he's gaining, he's gaining, and he's not going to make the move just yet as the Alpine driver. He's probably most likely going to get the move done here, as you would expect. There he goes to the outside there. Lovely, lovely view of the Jeddah Corniche. It's a nice easy move for Dave. As Crazy Fish enters the pits. But Verizon 40 will have the DRS. Will he be able to? He's going to go into the pit lane. He's done me dirty.
So Crazy Fish pits from the lead after 17 laps on those medium compound. He's going to put the softs on to the end of the race. That'll
Could
be
we
an
see a
interesting
move
call.
from Cornish on one shot? We're not probably not going to see a move, to be honest. Too
Come on,
far
Cornish,
back
I want to
now.
see a move.
Send it, Unicorn Man. Ah, boo.
Use that
It
unicorn
is.
power that you so do have.
It's a really good exit though compared to one shot. Who's on 17 lap old hard compound tires. They'll be screaming. He's not boxed yet, has he? One shot.
One shot has not boxed yet. It's the only one who has not made a stop in this race so far.
Do we think
And
he is
it's
going to?
showing, it's
Oh,
definitely showing. He's gone off the track. That allows Cornish to
oh!
get through.
That's a very, very close re-entry to the track there.
Breezy moves past. You've got to assume Verizon's going to move past very soon as well.
Do we
So
think
much
one
more
shot is
grip.
extending for a
Oh,
soft compound set?
he's extended a lot.
Because I doubt there's going to be a safety car anytime soon. We might see a fastest lap here from Grunty. Because he is flying right now. Dave's got 15% ERS compared to Grunty's 67.
We've got a nice
Grunty
battle,
is going to
three-way
take...
battle. Verizon 40
Grunt,
and Breezy.
what? Oh yeah.
Grunty does take the
S
fastest lap, as I assume you're about to say. We've got Grunty
yeah.
though, his teammate. No, sorry, not Grunty. Breezy, his teammate, all over the back of Cornish at the moment. You've got to assume that Cornish is going to be vulnerable as they head
Yes.
down the straight. But Verizon 40 is also behind them in this battle as well.
Here comes the Ferrari driver on the McLaren.
He's
They're going to
really
go
got to
side by
get
side
past him here.
down into turn one. No contact, which is always great. And they're still going to go side by side on
Oh,
this
it's
Cornish with a
Cornish.
big tank slapper there. And he's going to allow Verizon 40 to make the move nice and easy.
As he goes off the track a little bit, exploring the track limits as Cornish.
Just saying it now,
Fantastic battle now for Verizon 40 and Breezy.
Grunty is going to win this race
And your
with Dave's time
thoughts with
penalties.
that? Yeah, absolutely. But is he going to be able to hang on to the end with those tyres?
Is Grunty going to get past Dave?
We do not know until we get to the checkered flag.
What a lonely race for RSF1 Shane. Sat in P12 right now. But you know what? Sometimes a slow race and a calm race is a good race. If there's a
Sometimes.
safety car, Shane's got nothing to lose on going onto a set of softs.
Unless you're in a championship battle, that is, of course. But he's a
Yeah,
lap down,
obviously.
though, so...
Ah, yes, yeah. We're watching Verizon 40 and Breezy going at it a little battle here for 5th place. Verizon 40 is gaining, he's gaining, he's gaining, he's going
Oh,
to
look
pull
at
to
that
the outside.
speed.
He's going to fly past. We've got a car going slow, and I believe that is Shane.
Just at the turn 9 banked left-hander, I think that was.
Grunty is in DRS of Dave. Grunty's got almost 80% ERS for Grunty, compared to Dave's barely 30%. Dave
All the
goes wide,
favours in
misses the
Grunty.
apex. Grunty is on them soft compound tyres. He's the man. He's been the man all weekend, or all night even. It's been him and Dave going at it all 20 laps so far. It's been strategy calls, and it's going to come down to the final 5 laps. Will the Alpine take the victory? Will the Ferrari take the victory? They're going to go hopefully side by side into turn 27. I think Grunty's going to back off and hopefully get the move down into turn 1 and turn 2.
He also knows
As
that
he gets
Dave's
a
got
good
that time
exit.
penalty.
If does have that time penalty, Grunty's going to fly past here. There goes Grunty. Dave decides not to fight it, as we have a new race leader of Grunty. Now it's all eyes on Grunty to see how well he can manage these soft compounded tyres. He's already on 4 lap hold, so they're going to be pretty much 60-70% worn out by the end of the race, which is only 4 laps away. But we do have the man who seems to get a podium every single race, Crazy Fish, sat in third right now with Genghis Logan swiftly following him behind.
This could be a fantastic battle towards the end, actually. Jenga's Logan on 12 lap old hards. Can he keep within, can he get within DRS or Crazy Fish though? Blazer Guns picks up the fastest time of the race. As we round to start lap 22 with the leaders.
Not much really going on track right now. We've got no one particularly close to each other. Everyone is pretty spread out. Probably the closest we have is 2 McLarens, I'd say. Yeah, they're probably the closest.
Well, Grunty really now just has to manage his pace to take those softs to the end, which he should be able to do very, with not too much problems.
Even still though, Dave has 8 seconds of a time penalty, so it'd have to be a monster of a drive in the final 3 laps
Going to be
just to
interesting if
pull
Crazy
away.
Fish can pick up P2.
Be interested to see how much penalties Grunty has as well, how many warnings he has. If Crazy Fish can gain, you could see him taking second place if he can gain 2 seconds, which looks probably unlikely.
As Grunty catches up to the back of RSF1 Shane.
Next spin there for Blazer Guns. Oh, he's hit the wall and he's got the front wing.
Blazer Guns has found the wall, has not got a front wing, so we'll have to make another stop in this race as Locker moves ahead of Cornish, who's found himself back in the pit lane. With a front wing change, so he must have picked up damage at some point on that previous lap. Grunty picks up the DRS from the lapped car of Shane.
Not much really going on track right now. We've got Dave actually, 9 tenths now. The gap was 1.2, maybe more than that, but it's now 0.9, 1.2 now. Damn.
It's really not much to think about because, like, date will watch really, because he's got that 8-second penalty that he's been carrying.
Can give us a nice battle though. Surely he's got no ERS though.
Hopefully.
Oh, Shane
Well,
has
Shane
retired
has
retired
retired
the
in the
pit
pit lane.
lane.
That is our 4th DNF of tonight.
Verizon 40. I think he is very close to Genghis Logan. He is, yeah.
Certainly is. He's been closing in over these past few laps and is within striking range of DRS now. May not be a podium for Verizon tonight, but it could be P4, which is just a fantastic result for him.
A lot could happen in the space of a lap and a half though.
Certainly can.
Especially with Dave closing up to Grunty, you never know what could happen. We've got Verizon 48 pushing extremely hard. As you can see with the wheel inputs there, he's just fighting the car for every single corner. He's got the DRS on Cengiz Logan. The Flying Scotsman is about to be overtaken by the Flying Red Bull of Verizon 40. Lovely shot here from the helicopter. As at Verizon 40 in that Red Bull car. Got no ERS for Cengiz Logan left, but Verizon 40 isn't using any ERS either. He backs off as well.
As Grunty starts the final lap of the race, 5 tenths, 4 tenths now, going back up to 5 tenths.
Here
The
comes
gap between him and Dave.
Here comes the Red Bull. He flies past Cengiz Logan there and takes 4th position.
A very respectable drive from Verizon 40, finds himself in P4.
Dave goes very wide and gets another 3 seconds. That is his race done.
That could give Crazy Fish P2 as well.
It could give Crazy Fish P2. What's the penalty situation looking like? 11 seconds. All Crazy Fish needs to do is gain 5 tenths. He's going to get DRS off of his teammate as well.
This is going to be interesting.
Especially with Dave in a battle right now.
Corners for the fastest lap of the race with a 29.3. Here comes Dave though, he's going to want to make the move on track on Grunty. He doesn't want him to pick up the win on track, so they're going to fight all the way to the end, these two.
Look at Grunty's got so much more speed though right now. But anyway, on the final lap, Dave's going to go round the outside of the Ferrari. Good
It's
defense
really
from
not going to
Grunty.
matter though. Grunty defends it fantastically. We could see a photo finish here though. We know who's going to win, but Grunty picks up the win in Division 2 at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. But can Crazy Fish pick up P2? He's going to have the DRS on the final lap.
It's going to be tight.
He's not going to pick it up. He misses out by 4 tenths. P3 still for the Aston Martin driver. Verizon 40 picking up P4. Cengiz Logan picks up a very respectable P5 in his Alfa Romeo. Then comes Breezy. We've got Nifty Nazare coming around the final corner now on 14 lap Old Hards. He had Locker not too far behind him, so giving Locker a couple of laps might have been on his tail, but Locker has to settle for P8. One shot will take 2 points home for AlphaTauri tonight, and Cornish will pick up the final points position for McLaren. And there we have it.
Wasn't the most exciting race, but
Wasn't
you
too
know what?
bad.
It's Division 2. We'll take anything we can.
Absolutely.
Aaron, I have a big question for you. Who is your driver of the day?
It's quite a tough one actually. I think I've got to go with the race winner, Grunty. To be honest with you, managed his strategy absolutely fantastically and very much deserves this win tonight. We'll get these drivers in for their pre-race interviews.
Pre-race interviews?
Post-race interviews, sorry. Well, you could say pre-Spain interviews, if you wanted a pre-race. But anyway, looks like we're not going to get Dave in, because he's on PC, it looks like. So, only going to have the two in tonight.
We've got a casual in the party. What?
Okay, I'll just give me a couple of minutes and I'll go to the showroom and we'll get on with the interviews. As always, make sure to include your audio, guys.
Yeah.
Perfecto. Just give it a couple of seconds and... Oh, wait, I've got to go down at the bottom to get the things for the
I mean, it
stewards,
was one person,
the standings.
the bottom.
Anyway,
I think they could work it out. Well, Fish could work it out.
I got it anyway, so you're all good.
thank you very much. Quite a quiet grid tonight, only 15 of yous.
Mm.
Right, now I've got to try and find the showroom there it is. Right, we will start with Crazy Fish. Feels like I'm talking to you every single week now. Mr.
Stop making me
Consistency
blush.
over here. Yeah, another really good result for yourself. P3 around Jeddah tonight. You've got to be happy with that one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Helps when the top two decide to crash out of the race. And yeah, I don't know. If Horizon did he do a two-stop or something? So yeah, I think he went off a few times as well, which cost him a bit of time. So got out of him. I probably pitted a lap too late because I lost a lot of time to Grunt, and I probably lost out P2 because I didn't pit a lap earlier. But oh well, I was kind of banking on that late safety car, which didn't come.
Yeah, well, it was only 4 tenths between you and Dave in the end after time penalties got implemented. But yeah, how do you feel your qualifying went?
I was actually pretty happy. It was the best I could have gotten, to be honest. There's a lot, like Verizon and Dave and Iceboy, they're ridiculously quick, but they can never normally finish a race. And that was kind of shown today. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, and Grunt. Yeah, Grunt had good pace indeed.
Yeah, it seemed like qualifying really was a big factor of today because it's I wouldn't say it's tricky to overtake round here, but yeah, there was quite a lot of racing tonight where drivers were pulling some phenomenal defensive moves. But yeah, congratulations for yourself. We move to Barcelona next week. How do you feel about that track?
Traditionally been a good track, but I haven't raced it with the new layout for Sector 3, so we'll wait and see what it's like.
Yeah, just having a look at the standings, you will make up some ground on Breezy in the championship, but you've also got Grunty making up some points as well. Do you feel like you've got a good chance of winning the championship this season?
Probably not, but we'll wait and see.
Well, you're sitting P2, so I think you're in a decent position certainly now. But yeah, I think if you keep being consistent as you have been and scoring these podiums and high points, then you should be in with a great chance at it. But yeah, congratulations on the P3 tonight, and hopefully we'll see you back in here as soon as Spain next week.
Cool. Thanks for the comms, guys.
Absolutely no bother. Roy, have you got any questions or things you'd like to say to our third place driver?
Not particularly, no, just congrats, and hopefully Mr. Consistency will be back here next week.
Wait and see.
Thanks again, Crazy Fish. We'll move on to our race winner, the one and only Grunty. How are we, mate?
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, you and Dave were having a great battle throughout that race. You must have been very happy to see that he had around about 11 seconds worth of penalties in the end as a cushion for yourself. But talk to me, how did your qualifying go, and how do you feel like your race went, really? Just talk us through it.
Qualifying was okay. I mean, obviously there was some quick guys in quali today. I actually lost force feedback in my wheel on my last lap at turn 2. So I was doing the whole lap with no force feedback. So starting 5th, I think it was 4th, I think it was. I'll take that any day of the week. It was. I started fine. Like I think I had Verizon behind me on softs, and to be honest with you, I knew he was going to overtake me. I just didn't want people behind him to get past me, so I got a decent start, and people were just dropping like flies. You know, Ice Boy went, and then Blazer went, and then people were just dropping, and then we got to the point where Verizon pitted, and I noticed the gap behind was like 5 seconds to fish. So I thought, actually, what I'll try and do is work with Dave, DRS each other, and just see if we can get a bit of a gap to fish. I don't think he got the memo. And he was kind of like battling me a bit, and it was like, well, it's a waste of time. He then pitted, obviously, for the hards. Because I was just kind of sat behind Dave for a bit, my tyres were quite good. So, I mean, I had the strategist on the pit wall giving me some info. And obviously, as soon as Dave got that 5 second in the pit, so I just sort of relaxed a bit, just making sure I'm not getting any penalties, no warnings, no damage or anything like that. Just having a smooth race. Obviously, come out the pits. A lap earlier probably than I wanted to. I think I wanted to pit roughly around the lap fish pitted, but I just didn't want to get undercut. Because I think we noticed, I mean, you saw how mad that undercut was. It, it's worth about 4 or 5 seconds. If that, maybe a bit less, I don't know. But I just thought, right, let's just crack on. And once I got out the pits, I just gradually went up to Dave. I mean, I wasn't pushing. I didn't want to get have any mistakes or anything like that. So creeped up to Dave, and then obviously overtook him and thought, here we go, I've just got to fly away now. But then Dave obviously found some pace on them hards. He obviously got a bit of life in them towards the end, and he was keeping up with me. And yeah, I was wondering why he was pushing so much, because I had the guys obviously telling me that he's got 0% DRS. I'm like, flipping hell, what's he doing? Not realising obviously he had 11 seconds, and obviously it's really tight to fish.
Yeah.
But he was quite quick today. Was Dev. I think if he'd have been the same strategy as me, it'd have been a very difficult race, very big race. But yeah, it's probably the cleanest race I've ever done. No warnings, no penalties, no damage. Just easy pit stop, no safety cars. It's quite a nice race. It's quite a clean race with the looks of it.
Yeah, it certainly seemed like it. Yeah.
So
it was
nice to see.
Yeah. No safety cars either, which is very surprising. Not only for Division 2, but the whole of racing in RSF1. But yeah, congratulations on your win tonight. We move to Barcelona next week. How do you feel about that one?
I don't mind Barcelona. It's quite a nice track. I've raced in it, I think, once with the new layout, or twice with the new layout. It's a nice track. I always find myself doing okay there, so we'll see. We're just trying to get the points for Ferrari at the moment. I think at the moment we're just sort of concentrating on the constructors, try and get that, nicely tight. I think we're like 100 points ahead at the moment, obviously, with today, and McLaren scoring low. I'm not even too sure where they finished, to be fair, but I know they scored quite low, so we should have another nice decent gap.
Yeah, absolutely. You're around about 50 points behind your teammate in the Drivers' Championship at the moment. Do you think you can close that gap by the end of the season and maybe even take it?
Oh, I don't know. It's at the moment, I'm just taking it race by race. Kind of concentrate on the constructors. It's kind of going to be a situation where if he's behind me and we're P1, P2, he's going to be at front because he's got the championship lead. So
absolutely,
it's kind of going to be that kind of situation. A bit like Austria, where we were P1, P2. I could have probably caught up to him and overtook him, but I didn't. I didn't want to. At the moment, I'm just kind of concentrating on the constructors. I'm not really fussed about drivers. If I'm there, I'm there. Happy days. If I'm not, then fine.
Yeah, well, if you keep up this run of form that you're having at the moment, then you should be, within a great chance of taking the constructors home for Ferrari, and maybe even claim yourself up in the championship in the drivers. But yeah, congratulations tonight once again, and best of luck moving forward in the rest of the season.
Little fun fact for you: Ferrari has the least amount of trophies in RSF1.
Oh, would you know that then? Well, hopefully you can pick up a trophy this season.
Just like this season with Charles Leclerc, Aaron.
Yeah, for my sake, please. But anyway, we'll end the stream there for tonight. It's been me, Aaron SEO, on comms as usual. We had Mr. Wee Biscuits, my fellow vice head of comms, well, not fellow, but my vice head of comms, joining me in the commentary position tonight. So thank you for joining me once again.
No problem.
And we'll be back same time tomorrow night for Division 5 around Saudi Arabia, so tune in for that one. It should be a good one. We'll be back this same time next week for Division 2 at Circuit Barcelona. So tune in for that one, and we will see you guys there. Have an absolutely amazing night.